Welcome back to the channel, folks. In today's video, we are taking another look at Samsung's Galaxy Tab S10FE Plus, which is of course the successor to last year's Tab S9FE Plus. And this guy right here, the S10FE Plus here, has seen a number of very subtle refinements, right? Enough to make you upgrade from the Tab S9FE Plus to this. Definitely not. I would not recommend that you upgrade from the S9FE Plus to the S10FE Plus, and I did mention that, or I did highlight that in my full review of this tablet here. That said, it is a nice pickup for a number of reasons. Now, some of the reasons I wanted to make this video are not necessarily because I just wanted to give you an update after using the tablet for about a month. We are what? About a month and a half into it, but I wanted to make this video because, well, I changed my mind on one main thing. Now, before we get to that, let's just talk about what my experience has been like using this tablet here. Really nothing out of the ordinary. It's been performing exactly as I expected, right? We have a mid-range chipset there, nothing crazy, you're not really expecting a crazy amount of performance, but it's been pretty decent. I like what Samsung did with, stretching the tablet, making it larger. Right now, this is a 13.1 inch, is it? 13.1? It's a larger tablet. Either way, we used to have a 12.4 inches. It grew up to a 13.1. So one of the main reasons you should be going after this tablet is if you are looking for something with, a huge screen real estate, right? So if screen real estate is your main goal or is what you are after, this would be a nice pickup. This is probably one of the cheapest, if not the cheapest, large or 13 inches or 13-inch tablets you can get your hands on, right? At 650 bucks, I think this is an affordable large tablet. Especially to those of you who are, artists or people who like to sketch and things like that, this would be a nice pickup. Otherwise, if you want something this large that also performs very well, like the premium or the flagship ones, you're definitely going to spend a little bit more money. But I think that is where the problem is. That is where I'm changing my tune. If you were just looking to buy a large tablet and you don't care whether it's 12.5 or 13, I wouldn't advise for you to go for this. I changed my mind about the Tab S10FE Plus here because it's costing almost as much as the Tab S9 Plus, which is a flagship tablet, which is still very relevant today. Right now, there are deals, on that tablet for about 700 bucks. You could check out the links in the description there. They should take you to those deals. I guess what I'm trying to say here is that if you are in the market for a large tablet and you have $650 in your pocket, if you can, I say go ahead and stretch that budget, make it $700, go for the Samsung Galaxy Tab S9 Plus. Mine is somewhere here. Actually, I'm gonna go get it. And by the way, if this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome to the channel, of course. Please do me a favor, hit both the like and the subscribe button there. I truly appreciate that. So I wanted to have my Tab S9 Plus in hand here so that my brain can make sense of what I'm about to say, right? So this is the Tab S9 Plus, and this is, of course, the S10FE Plus, right? In terms of difference, of course, the S10FE Plus is a larger tablet, and I've highlighted that before. But this is a much more powerful tablet, the S9 Plus here. A much more powerful tablet. The display is much better, so performance is better, display is better, the S Pen is better. Everything about the S9 Plus here is better. I also have the Tab S10 Plus. If you wanted to go for that, you could definitely go for the Tab S10 Plus. If your budget permits you, or if it allows for you to go for the Tab S10 Plus, go for that, because the flagship tablet, it has so much to offer, including that anti-glare display there. But anyways, going back to the tablets again, if you have $650 that you want to spend on the tablet, please do me a favor, add another $50 to that and go for the Tab S9 Plus here. That was the main goal of this video. That's what I'm saying. I've changed how I feel about this tablet. If you're looking for a large display, go for this one. Tab S10FE Plus all day, every day. If you're just looking for a large tablet in general, yeah, Tab S9 Plus there. It will offer a ton more than this. And that was pretty much it. The core message of this video, was that I changed my mind. And that came about when I was using the Tab S10FE Plus here, doing heavy gaming, right? You can also do some good level of video editing here, but the same video I edited on the regular Tab S9 Plus there, I edited on the S10FE here, and my goodness, I mean, render time was crazy different. It was much faster on the regular S9 here than it was on the S10FE here. Now, that doesn't mean that this is a bad tablet or anything. It's just that compared to a premium tablet, to a flagship tablet, choice is very simple. Obviously, if budget doesn't permit, stick to the S10FE. It's a really nice tablet. I personally like it because it feels even more premium than the S9FE Plus, right? It's slightly thinner. It has that modern look, even all the way to the speakers. The speakers, by the way, are really good. Even though it's no longer AKG, these stereo speakers are crisp with good, clean bass. The config remains the same as what we had on the S9FE Plus, meaning, 8 gigs of RAM and 12 gigs of RAM, 8 gigs of RAM with 128 gigs of internal storage, 256 gig of internal storage would get you 12 gigs of RAM. One thing that is new also is the fact that now you can expand the internal storage at up to 2 terabytes, right? So unfortunately, of course, we still do have the USB 2.0 here. You will not be able to extend your your display, the content on your main tablet here. You cannot extend that to another display, unfortunately. The S Pen is exactly the same one we find in the FE series, whether it be the S9 FE or even the S7 FE. It's the same S Pen. It's not an active pencil, so you don't have to charge it to use it. It works right out of the box. It's a fantastic pen, by the way, in terms of just user experience, taking down notes. It is the best on the market, right? I mean, that's just my humble opinion. It's the best on the market. Now, the best thing about this tablet is media consumption. This one specifically, the S10FE here, consuming media, all type of, entertainment here is, it is top notch. It may not be an OLED display, but it is very well calibrated. I mean, Samsung makes some fantastic displays, and this is no different. Very well calibrated. You'll be able to enjoy so much, on this display here, and it is large. You have the aspect ratio making it or giving it a more cinematic look, whether you're watching movies or just regular YouTube videos. So good, to watch, to consume media here. In terms of the power, in case you're not aware, it's an Exynos 1580. I did share that already. You can do a good level of multitasking here. It's a large display, which makes multitasking just next level here. You have Samsung decks all here. Really, really good stuff when it comes to that flexibility of toggling between multiple windows, floating windows, all that good stuff. You can always do that. But when you are, doing super heavy projects here, you're definitely bound to encounter some lag. Or if you're doing heavy gaming here, you will encounter some lag. So in terms of power, that's unfortunately what we have to deal with. But user experience of the software itself, One UI, 7 sitting on Android 15 here. It's a dream. If you need a recap, as far as my user experience goes over the past month and a half, nothing, that I didn't expect, right? It's a mid-range tablet. Things are just exactly how I expected them. Media consumption has been really good here, but the overall message of this video is that if you're in the market for this and you have $650, however much it costs, in your area, and you have the ability to stretch your budget and go for the regular Tab S9, I would say go for it. That would be a much better deal there because you'd be picking up a flagship tablet. It was dropped last year, but it's still very, very relevant today, right? So that would be a much better deal because you'd be dealing with nothing but flagship, features, anywhere from the IP68 rating to the, Super AMOLED display to the extremely powerful Snapdragon 8 Gen. That's the one to go. If you cannot, or if you prefer a larger display over power and all that good stuff, then the Tab S10FE Plus here would be the one to pick up. That's just my take. I'm certainly hoping that this was informative. Let me know if you have any questions, and check out the links that I'm going to have in the description if you're in the market for it. I have some links there. I did a little bit of research to see what I could come up with. If the links are not expired, you should be able to still take advantage of those deals. Let me know with any questions in the comment section. I'm going to catch you in the comment section. Make sure to share this video, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't done so already, make sure to like. I'm going to catch you in the next video like I always do. And up until that next video, stay safe out there.